this crossover has been heavily marketed all over the place, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, social media, everywhere. It's been spread out on Cartoon Network's channel itself, but just throughout multiple different sources. And so when I came in watching this episode or preparing to watch this episode, I expected, I had low expectations for this. Of course, you have the Teen Titans Go universe where heroes literally do nothing but act like babies. And then you have the Powerpuff Girls universe where there's actually some seriousness to Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup. They want to get things done and not just sit there, right? They're always there. So this episode was just something that I was very curious about, but I had low expectations from what we've seen from the Teen Titans, of course, in recent years. We go in, and Mojo Jojo is about to create some sort of massive robotic army, and the Powerpuff Girls instantly stop him. He sprays some gas, but they can't stop him for the moment, and Mojo Jojo escapes through an interdimensional device. Just out of nowhere had this, and just out of nowhere had an interdimensional device, and he goes to the Teen Titans Go universe. He lands next to, not in a random part of the city, lands in the tower in the same exact room that Cyborg and Beast Boy are in. And so, of course, because Cyborg and Beast Boy are both very dumbed down characters from their original context, these two want to join him, and they want to make an army with him, and they think that he's cute. And I guess one thing that I had to remember is that for the Teen Titans Go fan base that likes this and likes Teen Titans Go is okay to them. They like Teen Titans Go. In that little cube, Teen Titans Go is cool, and it works, right? I had to remember every single minute of watching this that Teen Titans Go is a amazing show to them, and that there are no faults. So going in with these two acting like that, I had to take it back for a second and say, okay, so that when Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup then go into the same exact tower and into the same room that Robin and Starfire and Raven are in, just in the same exact room, that I'm okay with that, and I have to picture that, like, okay, to the 10-year-old that likes Teen Titans Go, this should be fun, I guess. And so they land, and we've seen the same clips before of the Teen Titans and the Powerpuff Girls talking, and how the Teen Titans have less maturity, and the Powerpuff Girls are actually attempting to get Mojo Jojo. They're trying to get him and stop him from making this army. They know that he's somewhere in the city, and they're trying to stop him, while the Teen Titans are just acting like, because they haven't seen the Powerpuff Girls before, even if the Powerpuff Girls had a little bit of intelligence, as they do here, the Teen Titans baby them and act like, 5-year-olds themselves. Now, one central thing to this entire story, this 15-minute snippet, I think it would be more, not even a crossover, just a cameo of Powerpuff Girls in a Teen Titans Go universe. The one of the things that really this one debacle is the Teen Titans Go over and over saying that this is not they act like kids, and I guess for kids that's cool, but I really have to take this back, right? Because I have to go back and try to figure this out in my brain, how literally this makes sense to the writers of this series, that Powerpuff Girls has more intelligence, and we saw 15 minutes of this, and there were moments where Robin had fun with the narrator, and I was going to get to that, right? Of course, the narrator introduced the Powerpuff Girls, and Robin was like, what? And Robin plays with the narrator a little bit, and that was cool, and I think that was interesting, actually. I thought that was one of the few things that actually made this 15-minute episode somewhat interesting. Now, we then see that Beast Boy left a paper, and this paper, of course, Beast Boy wrote "Help, Monkey," instead of just saying, something else, just writing a full sentence. God forbid, no. But then again, this is the universe that we're in, so of course that makes the Teen Titans and the Powerpuff Girls worried that something happened to Beast Boy, and so they go and they search for Beast Boy. They try to help him, or not help him, but they try to find out where he is, and And that's when we get this great. And of course, while that's all going on, the Beast Boy and Cyborg are just literally helping him make this army, and the Teen Titans over at Titan Tower are trying to figure it out. But Blossom literally figures it out in 10 seconds. Oh, they're here because of course he wrote it down, and they go and they find him and they knock him out. It's one of the lazily written crossovers that I've ever seen. It doesn't make any logical sense. Like, for example, we look at let's go, in preparation, I watched the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour, the original, and, Timmy just had a wand, and he had magic, and he said, I wish to go to the best science lab in the universe. And he went to, and I guess the universe was throughout all Nicktoons, because he ends up in Jimmy Neutron's universe, right? But they work out both characters very well. In that same time frame, they give the characteristics to both. And one of the things that was missing here is, I guess it was one of the many problems of this was number one, 15 minutes long. Number two, the writing was god awful. It just felt like I understand that it was a Teen Titans Go episode where the Powerpuff Girls make a cameo, but they couldn't have written it any other way. They couldn't have and this leads to my third point. There was no action. And I know that the Teen Titans Go don't do action, so I have to acknowledge that all the things that I'm saying here are things that the original Teen Titans Go episodes not original Teen Titans Go episodes do not feature. So I have to think about that. And when I think about that, I have to realize that, okay, they don't do that. So you look at the writing, and then you particularly look at the fact that there's no action to Mojo Jojo. The only action comes from the Powerpuff Girls beating him up, while the Teen Titans, the only action I think happened was when I can't even remember her name, when one of the Teen Titans characters goes and fires a laser out of her eyes, and Starfire fires a laser out of her eyes, and she kills two monkeys, right? I mean, that's all, and everything else is the Powerpuff Girls. This, like I said, I guess it's cool for fans of the current generation of Teen Titans and Powerpuff Girls. I have to look at it that way. I didn't find any overall enjoyment over this. It's not my age group, of course. It's for a younger generation. That doesn't mean that it doesn't have to involve good writing, but I was really, really taken aback at the level of writing that wasn't there, the level of pure disappointment that was brought to this episode, And one of the more unfortunate things was that, right after Teen Titans Go ended, there were like 4 or 5 We Bare Bears shorts that just played consistently, and they all had more heart. They all had more heart, and they all had more adventure, and they all had more imagination than this Powerpuff Girls Teen Titans Go crossover. And it's just disappointing to see that that this group, the writers of this series, didn't even attempt a little bit to make some stride to have a good show. I guess a good show in their eyes is what they currently do, which is this sort of humor and this sort of characters, these type of characters, right? And it just calls to light the level of importance that Teen Titans Go needs to change. Overall, guys, this really dropped my expectations from where my negative expectations already were, and I really wished that they had gone a little further with the writing. I really wish that they had gone a little further just in terms of action. These are two superhero teams, right? I mean, and they didn't really even battle each other. I don't know what to think of this. It fell apart for me, and it just didn't work. Guys, again, thanks for watching. I'm Brian Swan. Stay tuned for more.